if you would like to gift cards, or you do, then I've got a trick and a fun way to do it that you're going to love. It really helps you feel like an artist without the pressure of really being one. And if you don't have a lot of time, hey, this one is for you. The best part is you can't mess this one up. I'm Julia with Julia Sue's Stamping. I'm so glad that you're here. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're here for the premiere, please hop over into the chat and say hi. If you're watching the replay, then please leave a comment and let me know that you are here. I do have a downloadable PDF tutorial giving you a step-by-step of everything that I'm doing with this card, so the link is in the description. Please be sure you check it out. So if you enjoy quick, practical card ideas like this, please be sure you give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on social media, and hey, you could even share this with a crafty friend or save it for later. All of this makes a huge difference in my teeny tiny business. And I really appreciate your support. It's all free. Thank you. All right, I think that we should go ahead and get started. How about you? Let's go. I'm starting off with 2 pieces of basic white cardstock that are 3 3/4 by 5 inches. This cardstock blends so beautifully with the blending brushes, and that's what I'm using for this technique. I like to stamp everything first so that it stays crisp, and I'm going to use the Night of Navy ink. I'm going to use the It's Your Birthday from the Words of Beauty stamp set. I'm going to stamp that right into the bottom left-hand corner. All right, and then I'm going to stamp the pine branch from the Branching Out stamp set, and I'm going to have it come in from the right side. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to do 2 different ways of laying it in there, and now I'm going to do the pine needles to decorate the pine branch beautifully in there. And another one. Then I'm going to add a little pine cone in there too. All right, and so I'm going to need a little bit more here, aren't I? So let's go ahead and get these in. Very nice. Okay, so here is the art piece and the focal point. I'm going to decorate the inside with a few little pine cones. Just 3 of them, kind of going up. There we go. Everything is stamped in Night of Navy to keep it calm and cohesive. Now this is going to be where it starts feeling like art without feeling overthinking it, right? I'm going to start by using some Highland Heather. I've got it onto a blending brush, and then I get a little bit of the ink off. So I like to set it aside after inking so that the ink has time to go into the fibers of the card before using the blending brush on it. So just a little bit of the Highland Heather there to give it a slight bit of color. Light touch of the Highland Heather with the blending brush, and soft pressure is key here. So you want to always remember that you can add color, but you can't take it away. All right, and now Here's one of my favorite parts of the whole card. I have some masking paper that I have already used, as you can see. I'm going to tear off some of the paper from the bottom here, and I want to make some ridges and some spots where it's uneven, because now I'm going to take that paper off of the back. Like so. And I'm going to place it underneath these stamped images at a slight angle. Like that. This is going to adhere the cardstock down and help keep it so it's ready to use. I grabbed the Misty Moonlight with another blending brush, and I'm going to gently blend the Misty Moonlight right across, going into the Highland Heather, and just a little bit, because remember, we can always add it, but we can't take it away. Add a little bit to a blending brush, take some off. Now I'm going to go just over the edge of that paper with the Night of Navy, just the edge, to help kind of define where that color is. And I'm going to lift off the masking paper very gently, moving the mask. I'm going to change the angle slightly and move where the paper is so it's not in the same place it was before. Over to the side and everything. A little bit of the Misty Moonlight again. And I just repeat that process a couple more times. Adding a little bit of the Misty Moonlight, swirling it in. Just beautiful. And then a little bit of the Night of Navy, just right where that masking paper is, to give the edge a little definition, not much. All right, removing the masking paper again. And this time it's at another angle, going the opposite way. Just a little bit. Repeating the process, the Misty Moonlight first, filling in the white space, all of it to be softly colored. I left a little bit of it white over there. That's so pretty. I just love the soft look. And now a little bit of Night of Navy on there, just on the edge like before. This layered look is what makes the card feel so finished, even if I choose not to use any embellishments. I'm going to take that off very carefully again. And that can be reused over and over again if you want to. I'm going to add a little bit more of the Misty Moonlight to this bottom space. I'm going to go ahead and mix a little bit of this into the Highland Heather, and I can also add just a little bit more Highland Heather to the card, bringing it down into the Misty Moonlight bit. There. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? Okay. It's such a pretty, soft looking card. Now, I'm going to go ahead and matte these two panels with some Highland Heather to really help pull that color out. And the Highland Heather is just an 1/8 inch bigger. Now that that's done, I'm going to adhere the card to the inside of the card base. Got my bone folder here, and I've got a panel of Misty Moonlight that I have folded in half. It's the usual 5.5 by 8.5, scored and now folded at 4 1/4. So putting the inside piece inside, which is a good place for it, right? Alrighty, here we go. And now I'm going to lift this up with some dimensionals. Placing the dimensionals onto the back. And one more. There we go. All right, so if you already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that's absolutely fantastic. But if you haven't, I would love to be your crafty coach. And remember to grab that PDF tutorial. I do have the link in the description, so you can grab it easily from my blog. How pretty is this? Oh my gosh. I made 4 of these total. I love that soft sunrise or sunset feel. I've got this one that has Peace on Earth at the bottom, so you can see what a great Christmas card this would make. And this is using the Peace on Earth stamp set. I have one that has a pretty thank you. That's from the Label Me Grateful stamp set. And I have another one with the hello from the Branching Out stamp set. You can see how some of these I did them differently, using the branches out here, keeping them bare because this is a winterscape card, and then some of the pine in there. And so I just absolutely love how these turned out. I did the insides differently on them. So with this one, I've got a little bit of the pine branch inside as well. And for this one, same thing, only this time I stamped it off so it was a little bit lighter. And for here, as you know, I've got the 3 pine cones. All right, so this is absolutely such an easy way to make super stunning cards very, very quickly. What stamp set do you think you would use? This is one of those techniques that I come back to when I need some cards really quickly, but I want them to look like $1,000,000. And now you can too. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day today and that you have a chance to get inky. Bye.